Howdy everyone, this is Mississippi Mike Wolf. I'm joined by my good buddy Matt Sayles. I came up from Duluth today. Matt came all the way from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and we're going to play some songs for y'all that I wrote. I hope y'all enjoy them. We're real happy to be here, KTWH. And yeah, I come here via San Francisco, via Mississippi, via New Orleans. Relatively new to the Duluth area. Came here just before everything shut down. Looking forward to a great summer. And we're going to play one I wrote called Number 2. It's a little funny song. I hope y'all like it. Just taught it to Matt a couple of days ago. Let's see how we do.
It's a good one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Oh, here we go now. I call you on the phone, but all I'm hearing is the ring. And your voice telling me to leave my message at the beep. So I say, hey, call me back. This is you know who. But the way that you've been acting now, I wonder if you do. 'Cause I'm the one who takes you dancing. And I'm the one who listens while you're blue. And I'm the one who buys you nice things. Well, if I am the one, why do I feel like number 2? Alright, Matt, pick it pretty for him now. We get connected and we make a dinner date. Oh, and when I try to meet you, you're at least an hour late. And the whole time we're together, you're playing with your phone. Well, I hate to interrupt you, but there's something you should know. Well, I'm the one who takes you dancing, and I'm the one who listens while you're blue, and I'm the one who buys you nice things. Well, if I am the one, why do I feel like number 2? I said, if I am the one, why do I feel like number 2? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, we did that one pretty good, man. I think so.
Number 2?
Yeah, number 2. But that was number 1 on our song list, and let's see what we're going to do next. Do you want to pick up that guitar for this next one? I'm going to be putting this guy through the paces. He and I met out in California, which is where I've been living for the last many years. I don't want to give away how many. And yeah, and we just reunited. We played at a place called Wusso's just before everything shut down, and we recognized each other. And now we're going to be going out on the road in August, up through Michigan and hopefully Wisconsin, all over the place. Places I've never been because I'm brand new to the Midwest. And but we play kind of places that are called honky tonks and nightclubs and back alleys and sometimes in a jail cell now.
Not yet, at least.
So I wrote a little song about the kind of places we play and the kind of people we hang out with. And it's about a fellow named Roy. We call him Guitar Roy. And it goes a little something like this. It's in the key of G if y'all want to play with it at home. It goes like this. 1, 2, 3. There's a local legend about a boy named Roy who had a guitar as his only toy. He'd pick and grin the whole day long, and he'd rarely ever pick it wrong. He'd find himself a song to sing, and man, he'd make those 6 strings ring. He'd make them chime, he'd make them whine, he'd make it up pretty every time that he'd play. Oh yeah, he'd play. Oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Oh yeah, he'd play. Oh yeah, he'd play. Oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Show him how he did it, Matt. Oh. Well, I'd go and see him at the local bar, and he'd pull up in his beat-up car with holes in his clothes, but there you are. There ain't much dough in picking guitar, and I always thought it was such a shame. More folks didn't know Roy's name, but never once did he complain. He'd just smile all the same, and he'd play. Oh yeah, he'd play. Oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Oh, he'd play. Oh yeah, he'd play. Oh boy, that Roy sure can play. I'll do a little bit now. Well, the end of our story is sad and true, and I ain't a-telling to make you blue, but everyone dies is what they do, and Roy had to do it too. And they buried him in his little old grave, and all his friends came out that day, but there wasn't much that they had to say. They just took out their guitars and they played. Oh yeah, they played. And oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Oh yeah, they played. Oh, they played. And oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Oh boy, that Roy sure could play. Oh yeah. Well, it's a mighty nice view from where we're sitting. Y'all can't see it, but we're looking out here. I've never been to Two Harbors until today. And it's cold right now when we're filming this. No, it's the middle of July, isn't it?
That's right.
But it looks like a really pretty town, and we're hoping to do a little bit of tourism after we get done with this. And I can't wait to see all the sights. And they're having something for a what was it, a tugboat? Some sort of boat I just heard about. So we hope to be back here in August.
Your left shoulder if you're watching that little yellow boat.
Oh yeah, there you go. Anyway, I came out here from San Francisco. I was following a guy, and we were in a band called Actual Wolf, and things were starting to look real good for us, and then everything shut down. So we don't know what the future about that's going to look like. But yeah, I fell in love with Duluth. It's a beautiful town, and I'm sure I'll fall in love with Two Harbors as well. We're starting to play more stuff. We'll be playing the Squash Fest, which is over in Superior, Wisconsin. I play at the Earthrider Brewery every Thursday. This is 2021. What year is it anyway? Who knows?
Long extension of the
We don't know what's
we'll
going on where we're
year.
at. But we are filming this right now in 2021. So anyway, I came out here from San Francisco, and I've been playing. I was a singer-songwriter out there and toured all over the world many times. But I'm originally from a little town in Mississippi called Pass Christian, on the other end of the Mississippi River, right outside of New Orleans, right on the Gulf of Mexico. And grew up in a little town right there on the Gulf Coast. And I wrote a little song about our experience from when I was a little kid, and about the kind of cars that we tended to have. The song's called Old Used Car. It's in the key of C if y'all want to play it. AM radio, bubble gum, baseball cards, and a new cap gun. And me and Mama at the county fair, when we both had freckles and beach blonde hair. These are the things that come to my mind whenever I smell old Naugahyde. It's baked all day in the hot, hot sun like we sat on back when we were young in our old used car. There was empty Coke bottles rolling round our feet, yellow foam sticking out the holes in the seats. No air in the summer and the winter, and there was no heat. Mama loved Daddy, Daddy loved her back, and I wouldn't trade that for a new Cadillac. So we were happy though times were hard. We had food in our bellies and grass in the yard in an old used car. Old used car, it never went too fast, never went too far. You gotta know where you come from to know where you are. And I came here in an old used car. I came here in an old used car. Well, every month we'd hope and we'd pray that car would make it to the next payday, so Dad could get down to the junkyard and dig around till he found just the right part. Scraping his knuckles, he'd cry, he would cuss. He'd ask Chevrolet what they had against us, why we'd been cursed with the grease and the rust that we couldn't live without, and we never could trust that old used car. Old used car, it never went too fast, never went too far. You gotta know where you come from to know where you are. And I came here in an old used car. I came here in an old used car. It's funny sometimes how I reminisce, and sometimes I sit back and I wish I could turn the hands of time, get back in that car with that family of mine, Mama and Daddy and Rachel too, going to work and going to school, going down to the grocery store, all of us climbing out the only functioning door of that old used car. An old used car, it never went too fast, it never went too far. Gotta know where you come from to know where you are. And I came here in an old used car. I came here in an old used car. Old used car, it never went too fast, it never went too far. Gotta know where you come from to know where you are. And I came here in an old used car. I came here in an old used car. Oh, very nice, very nice. Good job, Matt.
Thank
Good
you.
job. I think
Drove
I did
here
it.
in an old used car.
We did. I was going to mention that. Yeah, we came here, drove all the way today. We drove from Eau Claire. We just got here and sat right down in front of you. I'm a little nervous, you know. It's not every day to do this kind of stuff. It's every other day. For us, it has been every other day lately. But anyway, we're gonna do. I don't know if we have time for two more. I'm looking out at the audience. There's a live studio audience here. We're gonna do a little haunted, little kind of song now, a little murder ballads, as they call them. We don't murder anyone in it, so. But
it's a good spooky one for a gray, rainy, cold day like today.
Yeah.
In July.
In July. Very warm day. All right, we're letting that get set up here. Hey, all y'all out there in Radio Land, you can't see us, but we're very, very good-looking people. It's your loss, really, but I could just describe us. We're young.
Washboard abs.
Washboard abs. We should have worn shirts for this, but
I know.
it's so hot outside that.
Yeah. Just got back from the gym. Yeah.
Down in dark hollow where the sun is never seen, They say that you hear the most curious of things, where the wind does blow with the sound of sorrow, down in dark hollow where the songbird never sings. Well, one Friday evening, some rowdy friends and me were sitting on a hollow log, passing around a drink. My buddy dared me, he said that I would never go down that lonely road that leads into the dark hollow. All right, man. Well, first I heard a hootin', howlin', rustling in the leaves, and I swear that I saw something floating in the trees. And then I heard a sound and my whole body froze. Was the voice of a girl there in the dark hollow. Well, I stood real still so I could hear her words, and I'm still haunted by the message that I heard. She asked if I was the boy who had stolen away her soul when he had killed her there down in the dark hollow. All right, man. Well, down in dark hollow where the sun is never seen, they say that you hear the most curious of things, where the wind does blow with the sound of sorrow, down in dark hollow where the songbird never sings, where the wind does blow with the sound of sorrow, down in dark hollow where the songbird never sings. Oh, very nice, very nice. All right, well, we got time for just one more. I didn't explain at the beginning of this, and I should have. The studio audience knows, but I spell Mississippi a little bit different than most people do. Probably than everybody. And I spell it like this. Now, y'all might traditionally spell it Mississippi. You need to wipe that from your mind because that's not how it's actually spelled. It's spelled just like this. Missisipi. That's right. Missisipi. No double consonants. There you go. From now on, whenever you have to spell Mississippi, there is a big river that runs right through this whole state. Spell it Missisipi, Mike Wolf, like the animal.
And you'll have all those extra consonants left over.
Yeah, you can use those in other words.
Yeah, that's right.
But we're going to do just one more, and I hope to be back in Two Harbors real soon. You'll see me down on the street corner begging for change with my guitar in hand, and you'll recognize me by my voice. And I'm going to sing a song about coming back. It's called I'll Be Back. And I like to sing this wherever I go to let people know that one day they'll have to put up with me again. It goes like this. It's in the key of G. 1, 2, 3, 4. When the white lines in the road turn into solid gold, and the news is nothing but stories of joy and hope, that same old gray cold will make way for rainbows, and that's how you'll know I am coming home. I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know that I am coming home. I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know that I am coming home. 'cause this world's much bigger than I had figured all those years ago when I first set out to roam. Now the road is leading me back to my old used to be. All my friends and family act in my familiar home, and I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know I am coming home. I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know that I am coming home. So you better tell the folks, put the kettle on the stove. Tell the boys down at the watering hole, I am on the homeward road. Bells are gonna ring, birds are gonna sing, and in my heart the song will start for my journey home. I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know I am coming home. I'll be back, I'll be back. Yes, you know I am coming home. Yes, you know that I am coming home. Oh, yeah, thank you for tuning in to KTWH 99.5. I'm Misisipi Mike. You can find my CDs online and look for me on Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and everything else. Just spell it M-I-S-I-S-I-P-I. Mike Wolf. I'll be the only one that'll pop up. Come see me at a show sometime this summer, and I'll be around. All right, thanks everybody. And thank you to my good friend Matt Sayles as well. I should have added that too. And thank you for supporting Two Harbors Community Radio. Bye, y'all.